Happy Bunny Day, my friends. Happy Easter. I hope this finds you well. Good day. It's Gord. It's Easter Sunday. Not going to be a special day for me. It's going to be a quiet day of relaxation. But you saw the title. Yes, I had my first reunion with Pasha. A story being, about 4 weeks ago, when all this happened, we decided that we would suspend visitation, at least for a little while. We live close by, so for a couple of weeks I kept walking him every day. We'd see each other, he just wouldn't come over. But for 2 weeks, I hadn't even seen him. I knew somebody who had gotten sick, and so I took it upon myself to self-isolate from anyone who was important to me. Well, from anyone, period. And so for 14 days, I've remained in the house except for little walks. And I've missed my little guy. You all know it. I've mentioned it over and over. As a friend of mine put, every year about this time, his mother takes him, more in July, his mother takes him for a month to Eastern Europe. And I am without him anyway. I don't get to see him much when he's there. I get to talk to him once in a while, and every couple of days a video call. So we're kind of treating this like that. And I think he might want to keep it up. You know, before I get on with that, you guys always wonder, first of all, temperature. -8, with high -16. It's cold. It's pretty cold. The sun is just starting to sneak out. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to -3 today. But this should be our last day below zero. This should be my last parka day. We are supposed to go above zero and stay above zero from this day forward. But it's Calgary, so we will see. Anyways, back to this story is that we decided that 2 weeks had gone by. I had not gotten any sicker. I had some symptoms, but no fever. And after 2 weeks, nothing changed. So I just have some symptoms, and which I want to talk about in a little while anyway. So Pasha really missed being on his computer, maybe missed his dad a bit too. So he came over, and for a good 5 hours, had him most of the afternoon yesterday. I had a great time. He thanked me. We hugged. Everything seemed close to normal. But I had to sit there and see fear in my see fear in my boy that he either doesn't truly see himself or that he's hiding. Pasha's a snacker, like me. And I asked him over and over, do you want a snack? No. Do you want some toast? No. Do you want some fruit by the foot? Fruit roll-ups? No. No, I'm okay, Dad. I'm not hungry. And then after a little nap, I noticed the water I poured him, he hadn't drank. And I said, you should drink. You've been here 3-4 hours already. No, I'm okay, Dad. I'll drink if I'm thirsty. My stuff is safe, Pasha. I know it's safe, Dad. I'm just not thirsty. And yeah, there's a bit of sadness there because there's a bit of fear there. I get it. He feels safe only where he feels his safest. At a time when the world, who knows what's going on, and in the mind of a child, I don't want my young son to be as scared as I know his sisters and his brother are. Fear hopefully dissipates because he's only 10. So, the reunion, my friends, was bittersweet. It was beautiful to see him again. And I know that over time, these fears will dissipate somewhat. And I'll talk with his mom and we'll feel better about things. So it's not going to be the end of the world. Plus, friends, it's not going to be the end of the world. I want to say, friends, we got to be careful about how we're being communicated to. I saw yesterday that in the US, although there's X amount of deaths, and they seem to be doing pretty good getting ahead of it and attacking this thing like it's an enemy, and it is. But there was a lot of talk on how, like, check Steven Crowder out, or Crowder Bits, about how, although there's been X amount of deaths from corona, there have also been no deaths from regular flu or pneumonia. It seems anybody who's passing, they're just putting it to COVID, and it could have been a flu, it could have been pneumonia. Many people pass from that every single year in all of our countries, and it seems to be counted into the corona numbers. So if anything, the numbers are a little bit down from what we're being told, I think. And that's just my opinion. It's just the opinion of an old hippie who doesn't trust the government, who expects the government will be using as much data and as much fear as they can going forward to get more power. People do that. As right now, most of the partisanship isn't there. People are saying, let's keep that off the plate. But as we all start to feel safer, that's when all of these fearmongers will get involved, and we will have to get back to our not trusting government. Government has become a different animal to us all. We all see it as right now, as someone who's looking after us for our common good. And it's got a lack of partisanship. It's about just being human. And over time, this too will dissipate. And our politicians will leave their current role as stewards of our health and go back to their previous role as politicians. So, will this be permanent change to our political landscape? Yes. But will it be positive? I kind of don't think so. I think we're going to have less freedom when this ends, and that's sad. That I'm leaving a life of less freedom for my children when I have worked all my life to bring greater freedom. But freedom is in our heart, friends. Freedom cannot be taken from us. It can only be obfuscated. They can only gray it out. You and I can see it. And friends, you know, it's time for I have a couple of strange ones today. Yes, the first one, I won't say it, Adolf Hitler helped design the Volkswagen Beetle. And I think many of you know it, maybe not a little known fact, but that's right, the fellow who gave a big thumbs up to the Holocaust also invented Herbie. Nothing from your childhood is safe from the Nazis. Between Hitler and Ferdinand Porsche, the iconic, globally loved Beetle was designed as part of a Hitler-revived German initiative to create the people's car, an affordable and practical car that everyone can own. In fact, the name Volkswagen means people's car. Oh well, I still like the Beetle. Winston Churchill had a doctor's note to drink an indefinite amount of alcohol in Prohibition America. Yes, other than defiant hand gestures, iconic speeches, cigars, and dapper hats. Winston Churchill is also known for his love of alcohol, whiskey in particular. In 1931, Churchill was involved in a car accident which left him with chest pain and depression. Because of this, he was granted a doctor's note in 1932 for his time in the United States. This allowed him to drink an indefinite amount of alcohol for his duration in the time of Prohibition era United States. Doctor's note. And finally, in ancient Greece, they believed redheads became vampires after death. Not just in Greece. This was partly due to the fact that redheaded people are very pale-skinned and sensitive to sunlight, unlike the Bronze Mediterranean Greeks, as well as the fact that a fair bit of vampire folklore existed within Greek mythology. It's kind of cool, little known, and now you know. Peace and cheers, friends, love and harmony. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, stay you. Peace.